Hello everybody, welcome back. We are back with the laser character. Yesterday, we kind of got the character back up and running, set him up with a battle cruiser, the Gnosis trainer. We got about 50% more DPS from going from the Mauler to the Gnosis trainer. Um, we're still a little bit of a work in progress on this ship. Because I feel like I would want a little bit more defense, but I guess it really doesn't matter as long as both of the armor repairers are keeping up. So that is good. We have some more skill points to utilize today, so we're going to put that into Battlecruiser defense today. It's not going to give us a whole lot. And I think we'll be good as is for now. I think I would like a little bit better engineering skills. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, let's just keep going with the engineering skills. Alright. Our drone skills are still underway as well, but we're mostly fine here. We'll get like 4% damage there and another 3% damage there. Hello, Jenner. How you doing? So that'll take some time, but right now I just need to focus on that battlecruiser engineering. I think that's the best choice that I could use right now. Alright, so let's see what else we got here. We should have our new login thing. We did finish our basic review, which is nice. Okay, so we don't open that until 8 o'clock tonight. Cool. Now we do have the option to get a few different things. And I don't know what the best option for us would be. I think the IP is more important to us right now. Don't really care about the SP. This is only, well, 100,000 Lazarus isn't bad. When we hit tech, well, actually, as soon as we hit Omega, and then we hit Tech 8, um, that Lazarus will become very important to us. Yeah, but I think I agree. I don't think 10,000 free SP is that huge of a thing for us. Or in this case, 50,000 SP. But 500 IP is a lot of IP. I mean, that's double what we have right now. Or like 50% more. Whatever. I think the IP is the better choice. Because we did just yeet the, succubus. So that'll get our IP back on track. If you missed it yesterday, like I said, I did kinda yeet the succubus to see if it would survive in a small, Fansha, and it did not. It died pretty quick. Even the shield booster just could not keep up. So, that is that. And now we should have more IP than we started yesterday with. Let's just check real quick what else we have here. And we have some cloud loading things. What else do we have? Concord Pass? Honestly, if we could get to level 8 today... No, I don't think we'll be able to get to level 8. If we do, it'll be nice, though. If we can get to level 8, that means we could get ourselves a skill chip box. And that would make us some ISK today. So that is the goal. So we can pretty much complete, 3 missions in 1 bounty tick here. That is pretty nice for an increase in income.
Warp drive active.
Right, I think we are pretty well off.
We're under attack. Yeah, I think we're gonna be stuck with the, Gnosis up until we get Omega. I really don't see a point in going into something like the Harbinger prototype at this point. I could maybe get better DPS out of the Harbinger prototype with, like, a nanocore and
and some different fittings, maybe go for a long-range fit. But honestly, I kind of doubt it. A little bit of lag there. Not sure why that's happening recently.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Oh, Sniffy, welcome back. Feels like I just saw you not that long ago. Yeah. Yeah, I figured. It was pretty early in the morning for you. Either way, we got a lot done yesterday, so I am perfectly happy.
Enemy ships detected. We're being warp scrambled. We're under attack.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could hit level 8 on the Concord Pass today. That'll get us into quite a bit of risk. At a minimum, probably about 400 million. At a maximum, we could see anywhere up to like 3 billion. Or 2 billion, somewhere in there. And that would be super insane. Because then we could start doing Dormant Realms if we got something like 2 billion. Oh, it'd be so good. We would absolutely be living the dream if we could get to that point. Little bit of lag here.
We're being warp scrambled.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
We're under attack.
Gotta remember not to leave my armor repairs running. Hello, Riley. Welcome. Well, thank you for dropping by. Always good to see you. I don't even know if I need the web of fire. So far, it really doesn't seem like I need the weapon fire, but I don't know. Maybe we'll come across like the one enemy that makes it so I need the weapon fire.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. We're under attack.
I'm kind of curious to see what we end up making today in terms of how much ISK we're gonna get. Got plenty of missions lined up though. I'm kinda hoping we're getting somewhere around like 3 million bounty.
Enemy ships detected. We're under
That would
attack.
be really good.
We're under attack.
Yeah, ship seems to be doing fine. I don't really need to change anything right now. I'm probably gonna check through the market here in a little bit, see, what ships we move into next. Like I said, we're pretty much stuck with the Gnosis until we get our first month of Omega. And even then, we're kind of stuck with it unless we want to go into, like, a better battlecruiser. Which would be nice.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack.
Actually got some Caldari enemies here. Let's get the repairs going. Yeah, Caldari enemies definitely hurt still. Going to set Portler as our home destination for our autopilot, just in case this ends up getting kind of sketchy.
Hello, Anthony. How you doing tonight? Okay, so 2.7 million is what we got out of that bounty tick. Which is kind of... Which is identical... Actually, 2.8 is what we got. So, very nice. You see, this wave was actually easier because there was less missiles. It's all railguns. Means they couldn't do a whole lot to me.
Enemy ships detected. We're
Oh,
under
this is gonna be
attack.
fun. Need to take out a few different targets here. But then we'll be fine. The main goal when you feel like you're going to be overwhelmed with damage is just try to get things off the grid. Just kill whatever you can quickly, and hopefully that's enough to help you get through. In this case, killing all the destroyers in the frigate and the one cruiser was quicker than trying to kill all three of the cruisers.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Very good. good. We got some skill points there. But we got a long way to go on our missions here.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Honestly, these drones are doing really nicely now. They're just helping a little bit to start doing damage at longer range, and that's very helpful.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. We're under attack.
Let's see how this goes. Seems to be fine though. It's honestly so wild how much more powerful the Caldari enemies are compared to something like these guys. The Galente enemies. Alright. So let's have a look here, real quick. As for battle cruisers we can fly at Tech 7, it would be the Harbinger prototype. And if we can get, like, the advanced skills for it, it would be a good upgrade. It would be slightly better than what we would have, with the Gnosis.
maybe. Other thing here. Gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here, real quick.
Warp drive active.
When we hit Tech 8, we want to step into a faction battleship. Kinda like we did with the missile alphas. Which I've been using for Dormant Realm 1
We're
carries,
under attack.
regularly. Alright. So, if that's the only battlecruiser that we could technically get into, I'm just gonna skip the Harbinger prototype. It's not gonna provide us that much extra clear time. Maybe we could use it as like a long-range ship. But honestly, it's not needed. As for Tech 8, we will be stepping into something like the Balgorn and the Nightmare. Nightmare's about 2.3 billion, Balgorn is 2.7 right now. The Nightmare would be really good for our Dormant Realm stuff, whereas the Balgorn would be a lot better for, like, standard mission running. We could also use the Balgorn in Fansha, and it should do really well. Hello, Heartbreaking, how you doing today?
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
So, after we step into the Nightmare and the Balgorn, let's have a look real quick. Yeah, our tank is fine. So the Nightmare and the Balgorn, and then we would upgrade to the Azazel. And the FELTs. About 22 billion for that FELTs. And the Azazel is about 7.2 billion. So what's liable to happen for me is I will likely pick up the Balgorn first and work my way into like the Nightmare and the Azazel. And then after I get the Azazel, we'll probably pick up the FELTs. I think that's a pretty reasonable choice of ships for us to fly around in. And a decent amount of upgrades there.
After that, the only laser ships we have are things like
Enemy ships
the
detected.
Revelation, which is a Mars Dreadnought, Revelation Bodyguard, and Bane. They're all the same kind of Dreadnought style. And maybe we could eventually step up into one of those and work our way through those, but I kind of want to wait to see if we see the Blood Raider Dreadnought, which is the Chemosh. We do already have a Sansha Dreadnought, but it's kind of bad. It is the... oh, what's it even called anymore? The Delirium? Yep, there's the Delirium, the Sansha Dreadnought. It's cool, but, not very good, I would say. I would much rather be in a Revelation of Bane or a Revelation Bodyguard with this character. Until, like, the Chemosh comes out. But that is such a far goal at this time. It's not even funny.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
There we go. Another set of missions for us to run. There's definitely some good damage going out here with this ship. I'm very happy with it. Ooh, look at that. 3.3 million bounty tick.
Enemy ships detected.
That is the highest bounty tick we have seen as of yet.
We're under attack.
and we're going to be able to make quite a bit of money pretty quickly if those are the bounty ticks we're going to be getting. Is there anything we actually really want other than the IP and the skill points here? I think that's it. Just yeah, I mean, it's all just IP and skill points, so if we could somehow get close to finishing that pass, that would be great. Like, if there was one thing that you were going to buy, getting the event pass is always a good choice, along with Concord Pass. This character is more of a strict free-to-play kind of scenario. But I am considering once we hit Tech 8 to see if there's any nanocores available that we could pick up.
Warning. Capacitor running low. Warning. Capacitor running low.
And that is exactly why I run double Nosferatu, because your capacitor gets low. If you're just a little bit too far away and not paying attention to your modules, having that double Nosferatu really does help to regain that. Another lag spike here. Oh my.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so this one has a battle cruiser in it. Let us see how we do.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
honestly not bad. I thought it would be a lot worse. Yeah, I still can't go without the second armor rep, though. Oh yeah, he's starting to hit pretty hard. And we've got 3 waves of those guys. Yeah, we'll see how the next wave goes. Because, yeah, those Myrmidons do kind of hurt.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get that second armor rep going. We're gonna be tanking pretty hard here. So far, not bad, though. That's a lot better than I expected.
Try to catch up to that, damage amount coming in. Out of sheer curiosity, I kinda wonder how long of a range I'm gonna have on these large, medium beam lasers. $24 and 8. 25% on top of that. I mean, we could be sitting at like 50 kilometers with the Harbinger. I get ready for wave 3. Or we're gonna have to kill another
Enemy
battle
ships
cruiser.
detected. We're under attack.
This is why I really like having that double damage modification. Or double damage modules. I can activate them and get a lot better clear time on something like a Myrmidon, which takes forever to kill. I don't know, I'm still going back and forth in my head about the Harbinger prototype. Because maybe it would be a good idea just to have it at like 50-kilometer range. And we won't have to worry about the damage coming in. I can't really do that with the Gnosis because it takes a lot more drone range to use the full capability, so it's more of a brawler, even though it really stinks at brawling in some cases. Especially where there's a lot of, like, Nosferatu problems. Alright, we completed that one very nicely.
Warp drive active.
Another Caldari mission.
We're under attack.
We might have like a 4 million bounty take on this one, just because we had to kill 3 battlecruisers.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Feels like I'm having to chase down this blackbird. That's kind of annoying. Alright, so a little bit lower bounty take, but still above 3 million. Very nice.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
But he's staying just outside of my range. Alright, so looking at our current income, we started at about 13 million. We are now at 36 million. So we're making approximately 20 million an hour right now. For Tech 6, that is, I think that's pretty good for Tech 6. And being an alpha. If I was Omega, I could do a lot more. Now, of course, that goes down quite significantly when we run out of combinations. But for now, we're just doing 20 million an hour.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack.
There's all the numbers catching up. I'm probably just gonna finish my last few missions here. I really wanted to do more, but there's clearly some lag and something that's causing some problems.
Enemy ships detected.
I really want to get to
We're
level 8
under
though.
attack.
Don't really know how long that's gonna take me.
It shouldn't be that long. Maybe another couple of bounty ticks and we'll be there. Let's just see if we can keep going. Oh, that was 3 jumps away. I don't want that.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. We're being warp scrambled. We're being warp scrambled.
Oh. Internet doing bad things again. No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Looks like internet returned a little bit there. Yeah, there's obviously something going on.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack.
Alright. Back in it.
Listen, we've got just enough to, upgrade our capacitor here with skill points when we dock up.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Yep, my whole goal right now is just to make it to level 8 of the Concord Pass. Because if I can do that, it means I can get to level 16 on the next pass. Actually, I should probably finish the pass. If I can get these 2 weeks completely done. Actually, where, nope, not that. When do I get the next set of things? Okay, I get 4 boxes of, nanocore materials that I could sell at level 9.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
That's pretty nice. We should have quite a bit of income this month. Between the skill chip and the... It's 32,000 I need, right? Not 36,000? I need 36,000, okay, so level 8 won't do anything for me. I'm gonna have to get further in the Concord Pass. Dang. If it was 32,000, that would have been better.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack.
Another Caldari mission here. This is the one of the ones where we just have to run full bore on our repairs. Should be coming up on another bounty tick here pretty soon.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Trying to catch up again. Yep. God, that lag is bad. It's pretty funny, isn't it? It's kind of cool looking though. Alright, good bounty tick there. 3.38, almost 3.4 million. I will take that.
Enemy ships detected. We're being warp scrambled.
There we go, that's better timing. Yep, these Caldari missions definitely hurt.
I'll see if I can try to get, like, 6 more missions done.
Warning, capacitor running low.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack.
I keep looking at my Concord paths to see where I'm at. So this mission that we're doing right now should complete this mission down here and that mission up here. That should be good. That'll put me at the next level.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
I'm a little curious to see how high the DPS goes. Yeah, this is making you want to make a fiend? Absolutely. I want a fiend too. Alright, highest DPS that we're gonna have is 749.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
I think the problem with something like a fiend or a phantasm is that it is almost purely a PvP ship. And there are very few times where I would actually use that over a battleship. And that's just kind of the way the game is set up. It's set up in a way that bigger is technically better, although not always better. I mean, what's even the cost on something like a Phantasm nowadays? Phantasm is about 700 million. That's not bad. Fiend is at about 5 billion. That's not bad either. Haha. Got 2 of them in a row. Yeah, that completed a nice amount of missions there.
Warp drive active.
That should put me at almost level 6.
We're under attack.
I think we're just waiting on the bounty tick to come through to see level 6. What? No, we need 2 bounty ticks there. Or another 9 minutes. No, we need more than that. We pretty much need 2 bounty ticks to see level 6. Yeah, we're at level 3 now on Cluster Orbit, though. That's kind of nice.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
How many missions do I have left here? 1, 2, 3, 4 missions. Okay. If we could get to level 4,
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
we would have a small chance of getting one of those new, emojis or something, projections. Yeah, because we're not gonna get the skill chip box today, I thought we would. And that's my fault for thinking it was 32,000, not 36,000. We'll probably just do these last 4 missions and call it a day.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. We're under attack. Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
That's 3.4 million. That is our highest bounty tick so far, 3.421. Very nice. Puts us at 51 million for today. I'm not sure what we've actually earned. We started at 13, so like 30 something, 40 something.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. Warning, capacitor running low.
Yeah, there's that capacitor pressure that I mentioned earlier.
Warning. Capacitor running low.
Alright, we're slowly starting to gain our capacitor back. Should have 2 more missions left. Hey, popcorn fast to level 6. Very nice.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
I'm not sure you quite understand what our goal is right now. We have to make enough ISK to get the Flex, in order to get Omega. Omega Basic is 170 Flex. There you go. So we have to make about 1.9 billion ISK
to get our Omega Basic. And right now we're only making about 20 million an hour.
We're under attack.
It is gonna take so long. It would take us 95 hours of grinding at our current pace. Yeah, the fiend does look like a little insect. And that's kind of my current problem with this playthrough. Is right now, it just... everything is gonna take forever. If we do it this way. Now, of course, that gets cut down by Concord Pass and selling whatever we can get our hands on. But even if you cut it down by half of that amount of time, you're still looking at 42 and a half hours. Or something like that. 45 and a, I don't know. 47 and a half hours. Or something like that. It's still a lot. Just to get to your first month of Omega. If you don't get lucky at all. If you do get lucky, you open one of those weapon skill chip crates, and you get like 1.8 billion, 2 billion, 1.3 billion, and you're already most of the way there.
We're under attack.
But most of the time, when you open one of those, it's just gonna be, it's just gonna be like 500 million, which is still a nice chunk, but that's still looking at like 3 months of Concord Pass. Actually, probably longer. Just to get there. Alright, we have one last mission left to do. And then we will call it a day.
Warp drive active.
Should get our next bounty tick pretty soon.
attack.
It is definitely a problem of Eve Echoes, the amount of grind that you have to do. Especially since they took away some of the more easily accessible ways to make money.
Warning, capacitor running low. We're under attack. Warning, capacitor running low. Warning, capacitor running low. Warning, capacitor running low.
Boy, we hit him hard. That was a pretty good hit. I don't even think I'm being attacked here. It's not even combat music, so this thing is just a logic cruiser that I'm killing. Okay, wave 3. Boy, they went far away.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
I'm pretty sure I do not have a new level of, yeah, just advanced. Okay. Got 2.9 million on that bounty tick. Not bad. Oh, well. Alright, and that is all I am going to do today for mission running.
Autopilot engaged.
Let's go ahead and dock up, grab our rewards, and do some skilling.
Warp drive active. Destined docking request accepted.
Alright, so, Concord should have some levels. 375,000 skill points, very nice. The event pass will have some rewards. Gotcha. And that means we can try to finish off some stuff here. I think I should do the drone skills. 17,000 for that. Yeah, that's very nice. And then the rest will go into this medium drone skill, which means in 6 days we will have that. Right, so where are we at now for our ship? We are at 613 DPS. Nice. Alright. Well, thank you all so much for joining me today. We made something like, 40 some odd million. That is pretty good for a couple of hours of running missions at Tech 6. There's definitely other things you could do, but, I wouldn't push my luck. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, and be safe.